This is Gillinor. In this series, I'll be attempting to complete every quest the world has to offer, one region at a time. But here's the twist. Every time I move to a new region, I'll be dropping everything I own. Then I'll attempt to complete each region's quests using only what that region offers me. Misthalin is our first region. Welcome to the story of an outsider. Alright, welcome back everyone. We finished up last episode, finishing off Vampire Slayer, so I'm making a name for myself now. Not on the rookie bracket anymore. Pretty proud of myself for that one, really. Now we're actually pretty close to finishing off this region's quests, because a lot of the ones that we have starting here would require me to go to other regions to finish them. Such as, Gertrude's cat, like we experienced a couple of episodes ago. But there's one quest in particular that I'm going to need some better food than shrimp for, I think. So at the moment, we're just going to be fishing for a little while and cooking, and, I'll show you what our best in slot food is. So there's 40 fishing. I'm hoping that'll take me to the cooking requirement once I've cooked all the fish. Let's see how far we get. Alright, I thought I'd better show you the fat haul of fish that I've got, going from like 15 to 40 fishing just at the small net spot. So we'll go and cook those, but first I did have this beginner clue from fishing, so I'll give that a go first, which we need an orb for from old Raldo here. But before any of that, we're going to murder this imp, and we're going to do that by bashing it with our stick, because I forgot my runes. Christ, that was a bit of a hike. And we get some clay, very nice, it was totally worth it. Let's get back to the other thing we're doing. We got the orb, and the first step led us here to drain all mana, which, we could do, so that's nice. Now let's see if the clue wants to continue being nice or not. Ah, the clue does want to be nice today. You just have to go and talk to Gertrude outside Varrock. Alright Gertrude, I know I never found your cat, even though I said I wouldn't stop looking until I did. There's no reason not to be nice and give me another clue I can do. Okay, Gertrude has blessed us, we can talk to Charlie, although I can't really do that many Charlie steps, so, it may come back to bite us. Alright Charlie, I promise to never call you a smelly hobo again if you give us a clue we can do. God fucking damn it Charlie, I can't make leather chaps. Though I vaguely recall the plate body shop having some kind of chaps in there, let's go check that. Studded chaps, not leather, damn. Guess that's a drop then. Alright, time to get back to what I was actually doing, which is cooking up all those fish. So there's 20 cooking, and there's 30 cooking, and there's 39 cooking, which seems like a bit of a random number after the first two, but that's what we were aiming for. And the reason that we wanted 39 cooking is for potatoes with butter. These heal for 14, even if they are a pain in the ass to make. But because of the account restrictions, there's no fish in this area that I have the ability to catch that heals more than a 3, so I don't think shrimp are going to cut it for the last quest that I'm able to do here. Alright, thought I'd better cook all these fish just to get the XP, and then we'll move on. So there's 40 cooking, and there is 43 cooking, which is the last level I'm going to get with all the fish that I caught. So, we did pretty well, I think. Alright, life got a bit busy and I got sick for a while, which is why this episode has taken so long to come out, but I tried to get gains where I can. I started fletching and wood cutting because I think that's going to be super useful in the long run for money. Going into new regions and having nothing, fletching is kind of one of the things you can just pick up and do pretty quickly. So here's the start of fletching. Oh yeah, and the side benefit of the start of fletching near Lumbridge there meant I could just kind of pick up runes as I went along, so the stack's looking pretty good, over 1,000 mine runes just for free from the tutor there. Absolute fraud on my part, but it is what it is. Absolutely deforesting Lumbridge with the steel axe of mine for 10 woodcutting. And I am still slaughtering imps whenever they show their impy faces near me. Now, I just got a lamp from a random event and I have no idea what to spend it on, so I think I'm going to put it on rune crafting because I don't have a way to train that in this region. So there's our first lot of rune crafting XP, a whopping 10. It'll take another 9 or so lamps to get our first level, so that'll take a while. A monumental occasion, our 20th imp. Alrighty, now starts the laborious job of making these butter potatoes that I just grinded up the levels to make. Collecting and cooking the potatoes isn't hard. It's the making butter that takes a while. Let me show you what I mean. First we get a half inventory of milk. Alright, there's a minute to get a half inventory of milk. That's not so bad, right? Let the churning commence. How about I just show you the first butter that we churn and then I'll skip the rest. Okay, there it is. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we are roughly 2 minutes in the future with 13 pats of butter. So a little bit of quick math tells us that about a minute for milk, 2 minutes for butter. Let's throw in another minute for potatoes and, you know, half a minute to a minute of running around. We're talking about 5 minutes per 14 potatoes, if I do it efficiently. So, you know, 10 minutes for a full inventory of food that heals 14. Obviously far from ideal, but there's honestly no other food in this region, I don't think, at least as far as my knowledge goes, that will heal me anywhere close to potatoes with butter. So, guess I'll see you in a bit. As you can see, killing imps is a vital part of making potatoes with butter. Unfortunately, that isn't a unique bead, so the hunt continues. Okay, here we are roughly a half hour later, having made 49 pats of butter, ready to go on our potatoes. So I'm not actually sure how to put these together. I think I cooked the potatoes first, so let's go do that. Just finished cooking up the last of these potatoes, now let's slap a little butter on them. And there it is, folks. We have food that heals 14, almost 40 minutes later. So I'll just cook all of the close to 50 potatoes that I have, and then we'll be done for now at least. We'll see if they'll last me. Okay, we made 47 potatoes with butter in 42 minutes, so we're almost a minute per potato. But it should let us do the last quest that we need to do before we change region, so, you know, it's a necessary evil. Thank you for coming to my potato TED Talk. Imping ain't easy. What, no bead? You impudent fool. Damn, son. All these black beads are making me feel impotent. God, I'm really getting impatient. You know, I'd say I'm frustrated, but I think at this point I'm impervious. By the way, I have been woodcutting and fletching this whole time, just been killing the imps as they walk past. I just thought that was important for you to know. I just wanted a bead. I didn't want to cut off your head, little dude. This isn't Imperial Japan. I wonder how improbable it is for me not to have received another bead by now. You know, this is starting to feel impossible. Oh yeah, I managed to get 30 woodcutting, by the way. I'm getting the impression that these guys don't like me. Sweeny fletching. GP balance is looking a little bit better than it was, selling these bows to the shop here. I think you're about to be impressed with this pre-level. Okay, we got another clue during all of this woodcutting and imp hunting, so let's give that a crack, because I'd still like to complete one. Okay, step 1 is a go. Step 2 is a go. Please, Charlie, just don't be a dick. You're a dick. God, I hope I get a bead soon. It's getting harder to improvise these puns. Just drop a bead, I implore you. 25 fletching, that lets me make oak longbows for a little bit more profit over the short bows. Hey, yellow bead, let's go. Don't have that one. Good thing as well, I guess you guys are probably starting to feel imprisoned by this grind. What, no back-to-back? I guess you gotta expect those kind of impediments. Ooh, this is some delicious impropriety. I see 2 imps right next to each other. 2 imps but no bead, how impolite. Ooh, what's this I see? An impromptu 3rd imp. Just another imposter. 4 imps in a row though, that's an improvement. 4 imps with no impact. Sad day. 30 fletching. Really wish Lumbridge would import some higher quality imps. Because these ones seem really impure if you ask me. Ooh, I think this is the first time I've one hidden imp. Cool, that's 25 combat, but I think I've let these guys impede me for long enough. It's time to go and do something else. Here we are, all kitted up, heading off to Varrock to do our next quest. Alright, Eris, I'm feeling big, feeling strong. Tell me about this demon, it's time to slay it. Cross my palm with silver and the future will be revealed to you. I do not have any silver, but I do have some Gillinor pieces. That cost literally 1 coin. Come closer and listen carefully to what the future holds for you as I peer into the swirling mists of the crystal ball. I can see images forming. I can see you. You are holding a very impressive looking sword. There is a big, dark shadow appearing now. It's Delrith. Delrith is coming. Oh god, is he? Delrith is a powerful demon. Okay. I can deal with that. Alright, Delrith tried to destroy Varrock 150 years ago, but a guy called fucking Wally tried to stop him. Like, Jagex, these goddamn names, man. Okay, Eris, and where's Wally now? Fucking dead, I bet I can't find him. She's telling us that Wally used a sword called Silverlight to banish Delrith, and I don't know how they fuck up the human names and make the sword sound awesome, like Silverlight. Cool as fuck. Ye gods! Silverlight was the sword you were holding in my vision. You were the one destined to stop the demon this time. Yeah, and you know what, Eris? An outsider slaying Delrith sounds way better than Wally slaying Delrith. Look at this. There's even a conversation option here saying Wally sounds fucking stupid. Not a very heroic name, is it? No. And she's saying that's why history doesn't remember him. Okay, I'm probably missing the moral of the story here, but it feels like Jagex is just acknowledging that the names that they give all to people in these quests is just fucking dumb. But anyway, how am I meant to fight a demon who can destroy cities? Eris, tell me that. If you face Delrith while he is still weak from being summoned and use the correct weapon, you will not find the task too arduous. Do not fear, if you follow the path of the great hero Wally, then you are sure to defeat the demon. So how did Wally kill Delrith? Ooh, cutscene. I love these. Wally managed to arrive at the stone circle just as Delrith was summoned by a cult of chaos druids. Die, foul demon! Oh shit, we're getting the Delrith point of view. Now, what was that incantation again? Camaranthum Aber Perchai Kalam Gabundo. I am 100% writing this down in a notepad because I have a memory like a goldfish. I am the greatest demon slayer ever. No, buddy, you are the greatest demon slayer so far. I'm coming for that title. By reciting the correct magical incantation and thrusting Silverlight into Delrith while he was newly summoned, Wally was able to imprison Delrith in the stone block in the center of the circle. Delrith will come forth from the stone circle again. Okay, I can handle it. Let's do it. I would imagine an evil sorcerer is already starting on the rituals to summon Delrith as we speak. Alright, Eris, enough yapping. Where can I find Silverlight? Silverlight has been passed down through Wally's descendants. I believe it is currently in the care of the King's Knight called Sir Pryson. He shouldn't be too hard to find. He lives in the royal palace in the city. Tell him Eris sent you. I love how Eris is basically just like, you know, go name drop me and he'll give you what you want. This is a knight that lives in the king's castle, by the way. And Eris is just like, he knows who the fuck I am. But I guess she does seem to be freehold in the middle of Varrock Square somehow, like absolute landed gentry. She's charging 1 GP, and she's somehow making ends meet in Varrock Central. My god. I apologize, Eris, I did not respect your game. I'll now shut the fuck up and go kill Delrith for you. Alright, here's Surprisin'. Let's figure out if he has a sword or not. Hello, who are you? Okay, my options are a mighty adventurer, I'm not sure, or Eris said I should come and talk to you. Now, obviously, we've just learnt that we are nothing. So I'm going to say that Eris is going to be our response here. Eris, is she still alive? I remember her from when I was pretty young. Well, what do you need to talk to me about? Yeah, see? He knew. He knew. I need to find Silverlight. I've just told Surprisin' that Delrith is back and I have to deal with him. And he says, you don't look up to much. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Like, okay, I am wearing my base Iron Man armor and wearing a training shield, but come on, man. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, the problem is getting Silverlight. You mean you don't have it? Oh, I do have it, but it is so powerful that the king made me put it in a special box which needs 3 different keys to open it. That way it won't fall into the wrong hands. Yeah, okay. Seems reasonable. And why is this a problem? I kept one of the keys, I gave the other 2 to other people for safekeeping. One I gave to Roven, the captain of the palace guard. I gave the other to the wizard Triborn. Can you give me your key? Yeah, you don't have it, do you? I managed to drop the key in the drain just outside the palace kitchen. It is just inside and I can't reach it. Well, it wouldn't be a RuneScape quest without a little bit of NPC incompetence. Or should I say, imp competence. So what does the drain connect to? It is the drain for the drain pipe running from the sink in the kitchen down to the palace sewers. Right, time to go gallivanting down the sewers. And where is Captain Roven then, buddy? Captain Roven lives at the top of the guards' quarters in the northwest wing of the palace. Oh, well, at least that's not too far away. And where does the wizard live? I think we know that because every wizard seems to live in the same place. Wizard Triborn, he says questioningly, like we've been talking about more than one wizard in our short conversation. And shock horror, he lives in the wizard's tower. Well then, better go find the keys. Oh, we're going to find Roven on the roof here, but looky what I found. Little guy being imp considerate squatting in the castle like this. Okay, I've just been talking to Captain Roven here, trying to convince him to give me the key. And I gotta say, he's a little bit of an ornery chap, but that's okay. But this dialogue here is just fantastic. I didn't work my way up through the ranks of the palace guards so I could take orders from an ill-bred moron who only has his job because his great-grandfather was a hero with a silly name. Honestly, I'm on Team Roven here. This guy's great. Okay, I'll give you the key just so that it's you that kills the demon and not surprising. I like how the only reason we can advance the quest here is because Captain Roven is just so full of spite. Okay, off to get the next key. Alright, I started up the timer here for you. Do you guys know what that means? Yeah, that means you're about to see some truly brain-dead gameplay. I'll skip most of it for you, don't worry. Okay, we start our little misadventure here by getting distracted by this fat sack of lard who gives us a strength potion. And during our weak distracted moment, we completely forget that the key exists in the drain just outside the kitchen there. So here we are wandering off, forgetting to do one of the key things that we need to do. Get it? Key thing? Get it? And here we are in the sewers, still not realizing our mistake. We went for a nice little wander around the sewers until we finally decided to click on the quest log there. And realised that the first key was dropped down the palace kitchen drains. Maybe some water can dislodge it. Up we go. It took a hot second to get here. I needed to find a bucket and get some water, but we got there in the end. Alright, use a bucket of water on the drain, and okay, I think I've washed the key down into the sewer. I better go down and get it. Good idea. Alright guys, welcome. This is my first time in the Varrock sewers. Pretty exciting step for the account. Now let's find the key. Gotta be up this way, right? Maybe it fell into one of these boxes? It doesn't seem right. Not sure why I'd climb back up a ladder, but you know, gotta explore everywhere. And I guess this really just leaves my stupidity laid bare. Okay, I guess we head back towards the entrance. I think I've explored that all pretty well. Honestly, just confused at this point. Fight a scorpion, because why not? And boom, there it is, right near the entrance. And because I'm a galaxy brain, I somehow still thought it was in the northern part of the sewers. Oh, there's our friends, the boxes again. Oh look, there's the key. It's on the other side of the water. And there's key number 2. I bet you guys can't wait to watch me do Desert Treasure 2 without a guide. Quick home teleport and run across to the wizard's tower, and we found Wizard Triborn. He wants 25 sets of bones to give us the key, so let's go do another chore. Tried killing the wizards for a few sets of bones and they absolutely smoked me, so I thought I better go somewhere else. Just killing goblins for a little bit to get some bones, and did you guys know they can drop a goblin book, which gives some juicy lore about them? I literally had no idea they did this. I cannot think of another mob in the game that drops a lore book about its race. It's pretty cool. And that'll be our 25th set of bones. Let's head back to Triborn. Wings of dark in colour 2, spreading in the morning dew. Locked away, I have a key. Return it now, please unto me. Dude, that animation goes way too hard for how old this quest is. But anyway, that's our 3rd key. Let's go get the sword. I truly can't remember how hard this fight is, so I thought I'd better gear up before we head there. Even got a nice little strength potion. So, how are you going with getting the keys? Well, it took a little while, buddy, but we got them all. Oh shit, he just teleported us. I feel like they got a new animation guy when they made this quest or something. Imagine how sick 12-year-old you felt getting that sword and doing a little twisty 360 no-scope with it. And when I say 12-year-old you, I mean 12-year-old me. Now go kill that demon. Don't mind if I do. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. The wizard's cast an evil spell. I do not remember him looking like that. Okay, here we go. I remember being PJ'd by these wizards, so let's try and clear them out, I guess. Let's take the old negative defense magic armor off and get to work. Okay, that's one. I don't know if they respawn. That's two. Okay, I see an opening. Let's go straight for Dalworth, I guess. That did not take very long at all. Now, what was that incantation again? That is a very good question. Let's open up Notepad and take a look. Camaranthum, Aber, Perchai, Callum, Garbindo. Dalworth is sucked into the vortex. Back into the dark dimension from which he came. Come on, that's a perfect spot to use whence. Back into the dark dimension from whence he came. And PJ'd by the wizards after completing the quest. If you missed it, it was 3 quest points and Silverlight as the reward. Here we are back in Lumbridge, committing a rune fraud once again. Sitting here with our 3 imps, just trying to get the last one. Dying in the cowfield like that, quite improper. I bet you guys are cursing whoever implemented this quest. God, these puns are starting to get a bit impractical. Holy shit, there it is. 46 imps. Plus or minus a few that I probably missed during footage capturing, but you know, let's call it 50. So 50 to get all 4. I have no idea what the drop rate is, if that's good or bad. But let's go start Imp Catcher. And that's Imp Catcher completed for 1 quest point, 875 magic XP, and an Amulet of Accuracy. Alright, I think that's a nice place to stop for this video. This one took a little bit longer to come out, you know. Work got a bit busy, life got a bit in the way. I got a little bit addicted to Space Marine 2. But I have been playing on the side, you know, I've been getting up my levels a little bit, grinding a little bit of, you know, AFK stuff. Bright side, next episode will be our last one in Misthalin. Should be a bit faster than this one coming out. But for the moment, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day.